Millions of people dedicate their entire lives to securing a massive salary. Even though history proves that a single corporate email can erase that salary in 5 seconds. So why do we treat the most fragile financial position on earth like it is the ultimate finish line? Picture a perfectly normal Tuesday afternoon. You are a highly paid professional. You drive a beautiful car, you wear a tailored suit, you walk into a glass building, swipe your security badge, and take the elevator to the 20th floor. You feel absolutely indispensable. You have given a decade of your life to this company. But at 2 o'clock, you receive a calendar invite from Human Resources. The meeting lasts exactly 10 minutes. They talk about restructuring, they talk about macroeconomics, they thank you for your service. You walk back to your desk to gather your things, and you notice your computer screen is already black. Your company email address has been deactivated. In that exact moment, a terrifying reality sets in. Despite a decade of a top 1% income, your entire financial survival was completely dependent on a password you no longer control. A brilliant, entirely invisible trap has just been executed right in front of you. You thought you were building permanent wealth, but actually you were just signing a month-to-month lease on your livelihood. We are taught from childhood to take absolute pride in a high salary. We believe that earning 6 figures means we have finally achieved financial security. We treat our job title as if it were a tangible piece of property. But a paycheck is not wealth. If you have to ask for permission to get paid, you do not own your financial life. You are merely renting your income from an employer who can evict you from your cash flow at a moment's notice. Think of your salary like riding a bicycle. As long as you are pedaling, you are moving forward. You can pedal faster to get a raise. You can buy a more expensive bicycle to look better to your neighbors. But the exact moment you get sick, the moment you burn out, or the moment someone takes the bicycle away, you stop moving. The financial bike falls over. Your income is entirely dependent on your continuous physical and mental labor. Most people disagree about this. If you ask traditional career advisors, they will tell you that the best way to secure your future is to become incredibly valuable to your boss. They preach that a specialized corporate career is the safest path on earth. Some economists argue the opposite. They warn that hyper-specializing for one specific corporation actually makes you a highly vulnerable human resource, totally exposed to a market you cannot control. Here's where people are split. Is a massive salary a safety net, or is it a golden blindfold? People don't make bad financial decisions. They respond to the environment around them. And your environment aggressively trains you to confuse cash flow with a permanent balance sheet. When the direct deposit hits your account every 2 weeks like absolute clockwork, it acts as a financial sedative. It numbs your natural survival instincts. It makes you feel deeply secure, masking the terrifying reality that 100% of your livelihood hinges entirely on a single employer's profit margins. But the real reason this illusion is so dangerous is much stranger. It prevents you from building the architecture of true ownership. Look at a high salary from a completely different economic position. The middle class acts as wage renters. They trade their finite, non-renewable lifespan for a strictly capped reward. But the ultra-wealthy do not rent their income. They are equity owners. They know that true financial security requires decoupling your revenue from your time. So long before the trapdoor inevitably opens, they quietly convert their fragile, heavily taxed salary into durable assets. They build 3 distinct escape routes. First, they buy the physical ground society stands on. They deploy capital into cash-flowing real estate. They know that no matter what corporate restructuring happens, human beings will always need a physical place to sleep and operate. This asset pays them simply because they hold the deed. Next, they acquire pieces of the global economy through dividend-yielding equities. Instead of working for one massive corporation, they buy fractional ownership in hundreds of them. This allows the labor of thousands of other people to securely deposit cash into their accounts every single quarter. Finally, they build automated digital businesses. They construct software, media, or digital systems that rely on the frictionless scale of the internet. They build a machine once and it works 24 hours a day without ever requiring sleep, healthcare, or a human resources department. The biggest financial advantage isn't intelligence, it's which game you're playing. The middle class is playing a game of single-source survival. The wealthy are playing a game of systemic redundancy. Let's slowly reveal the invisible forces holding the traditional system together. The incentives of the corporate world are meticulously designed to demand 100% of your energy. By keeping you exhausted, they ensure you never have the bandwidth left on weekends to build these outside streams of income. Your exhaustion is their ultimate retention strategy. The structures of modern society tie your essential human needs, like healthcare and social status, directly to your job title. This makes the idea of building independent wealth feel terrifying and incredibly taboo. The social pressures of your peers convince you that buying assets is highly risky, while blindly relying on a single boardroom spreadsheet is somehow viewed as the safe, responsible choice. And the probabilities dictate a ruthless, undeniable truth. Over a 40-year career, you will face an unexpected crisis. A department will be downsized. An algorithm will optimize a budget. The machine relies entirely on you trading your time. The people who are absolutely blindsided by a layoff did not fail the system. They followed the system perfectly. They did exactly what the economy required them to do. They prioritized the illusion of safety over the reality of ownership. They traded their prime biological years to build an empire for someone else. Wealth is often less about effort and more about position. If you position yourself directly beneath a single corporate spigot, your effort will constantly be dictated by the hand that turns the valve. You will work 50 hours a week for decades, completely unaware that a single line of code can turn the water off forever. But if you position yourself as an equity owner, the entire power dynamic flips. Picture that exact same Tuesday afternoon. You get the email, you sit in the meeting, you lose the job. But instead of experiencing sheer terror, you calmly close your laptop and smile. Because you know that the property, the dividends, and the equity you actually own will continue to deposit money into your account by Friday. You realize that while you lost a job, you never lost your livelihood. Your salary was always meant to be a temporary tool, not a permanent identity. True financial freedom is not about how much you are paid to work. It is about owning the systems that pay you to live.